For this movie, you might want to open up your file that says 03 constant. Now let me go onto the full screen because we don't have the real estate of the screen. Now let's talk about the constant. What are these? Now just like the variable, we have a value that can change at any course of the time in the entire program. Just like that, we have constants. Now constants are again similar. They remain constant during the entire course of the program. But the important question is, how do we declare a constant? Now it's really simple. Now you can see there it says let string hello playground. That means we are having a constant. Now if it is a var, that means it's a variable. If it is says let, that means it's a constant. Now rest of the thing will remain exactly the same as the variables in the constant. You can have the constants of integer, boolean, or maybe other data types as well. So if you might be saying, hey, this is all about the constant, then why is a separate movie for it? You could have explained it in the previous movie. Now here is a point that you should be taking care out here. Now whenever I say there is a variable and there is a constant, there is a huge difference in the Swift. In many other programming language, it is a trend. And in fact, I was in this trend quite a long time that I used to declare everything as a variable. In the Swift, things are different. Swift just says lock the variable wherever you can. Now, usage of the constants are very much encouraged in the Apple development. They says that if the value is not being changed, even it doesn't require to be a constant and the value is not being changed, make it a constant and try to do that quite a lot out here. So once the constant is being fixed, if you try to change it, definitely we all guessed it right that it is going to pop us an error, and this is how it goes. And let's just try to hit the error and it can help us a lot. So you can see cannot assign value. Str is a let, which is a constant. So you can fix it by making it a let or var or something like that. But again, the errors are much more sensible out there in the Swift 2 version. Now also let me talk about to those programmers who are coming from Objective-C and trying to get involved in the Swift development. In the Objective-C, we used to have the NS string and NS mutable string. If you want an object to change once, or maybe we want object not to be changed, then accordingly we have to select those elements. Now in the Swift, things are a little bit different. It just all relies on the keyword let and the var. If it says var, then the object is changeable. Whether it's an array, it's a string, variables, or strings, or let's just say integer, double, or anything. If it says var, that means it's changeable. If it says let, that means it's a constant, and that's it. That's what we have. Now with this, we have got another concept out here that is known as string interpolation. Now the word sounds quite a bit and quite a mouthful, but it's not there too much out there. Let's say I define some life value. Let's say my game player, let's just say Mario, and Mario is having a life, or I would say Mario life is equals to 3. So now I want to present a message to the user that says that how many lives does the Mario have. So I would like to print the message something like this, and I would say just like that, and I would say Mario has, and I would say life. Now why there are two lives? Now notice I just want to replace this life from the actual Mario life variable. Now in order to do so, now it doesn't really matter if it is a constant or variable or anything out there or whatever the value is being inclined. The string interpolation says that just fit in the value. Now a format specifier is the other term for other languages, and this is somewhat exactly what we do out here in the Swift. We put a backslash out there, a pair of parentheses, and that's it. That's what you need to remember. Now I'm going to copy this by pressing Command C and pasting it down. So notice now it says Mario has Mario life. Now it says Mario has 3 life. Now again the /n is out there. That means the print is all what we have got in the Swift, and it says the /n is going to come up free out there every time. But in the last movie I discussed how to get rid of this /n, and I would expect everyone to print out what is the alternative. I want to really get rid of this /n, so please go ahead and mention out there in the question answer section. Okay, so that was all about the constant and the string interpolation.